As we settle into our spots, make sure that you have a place ready for you to lie down in Shavasana in a few minutes. And that if you happen to have bright light in the room, then something for your eyes. And to support your back well, if you'd like to have a folded blanket or a cushion under your knees. And based on your temperature in the room, a thin sheet to cover yourself. The Bihar School of Yoga Swamiji, where I was studying Yoga Nidra in India 27 years ago, even in the heat of the summer, while we were all lying down on thin, worn out bamboo mats, he would still say, have you brought your thin sheet with you? There's something about that sense of being cocooned. And since that's a big metaphor in Yoga Nidra, the cocoon of the self. And even going back to the Rig Veda, one of the creation hymns speaks about the womb of the self, the golden womb of the self, Hiranyagarbha, the shining, pulsating, golden womb of the self. So too, and we will be visualizing this cocoon of gold towards the end of the practice. So it's good to visualize that now and be ready to have a thin sheet. If your legs are exposed, you might have very cool currents going there, so it's good to have something when you get ready. Anyway, Yoga Nidra is a series of guided progressive relaxations going from the physical body to the breath, to the senses, to the emotions, and then to the mind. To relax the monkey mind, the chattering mind, to relax the motor and sensory nervous systems, to relax and bring our awareness from the senses into our whole being, what we call in yoga pratyahara, the return, the withdrawal of unconscious sense engagement, to close our sensory gates inwardly and to give permission to our inner self, our deeper awareness to awaken while everything else goes into nidra or deep sleep. And what remains awake is our sense of presence, our sense of presence, our hidden self that we often don't even think about. We are so unconscious in our movements, in our habits, in our emotional patterns, in our thinking patterns. We continue to have an ongoing mental dialogue with ourselves, and yet never pause in our everyday life to ask, who is the one who is aware of all this? Who is the one who is aware? Contemplative questions such as these serve as anchors for meditation. And the goal of Yoga Nidra is to cultivate that witness consciousness, that field of awareness within which all our thoughts, emotions, sensations, they all live. And they all arise from that source and are maintained as separate for a while, and then they sink back into that source awareness. That source awareness is the goal in Yoga Nidra, to be in communion with. to link to that sense of inner presence. Today we're going to focus on the root chakra, our support, our stability, our poise, our equilibrium, our equanimity, that solidity of that inner presence from which all our frustrations arise, our fears arise, our sense of unpredictability, the anxiety about the unpredictability of this coronavirus phase, how long it might last, who else do I know who might have symptoms, do I have symptoms, do any of my loved ones have symptoms, do any of us have symptoms that we don't know? All that arises about this phase, the first time ever that any of us are in this phase on earth, to be so connected through everything, through the cyber media. In an instant we are connected, and yet all of the precautions we have to take is to be disconnected physically. So it is such a conundrum for that sense of presence inwardly that is so used to this collective behavior. We have been raised, we have survived because of our collective patterns. And now we have to practice this disengagement while we stay strongly connected to our inner presence. And through that inner presence, we recognize the inner presence of all. In this moment, to begin with, to connect to the inner presence of all who have tuned in, all who are participating in this meditation. At least all across America. There are people here from at least 4 to 5 states. We are all here, connecting, linking. Take your awareness to the tip of your spine and go 2 inches below that. And let your awareness hover in that spot. Creating a small ball of red light that is now going to expand slowly right below the tip of the spine, about 1 inch to 2 inches below. Whether you're seated or whether you're lying down makes no difference. And expanding that pulsating red light into a red circle. Now make that into a red square. And add 4 red petals to the edges, to the corners of the square. These are the 4 petals or emanations of the root chakra. If you're lying down, then let this square be perpendicular to your body, perpendicular to the spine. If you're sitting, then it's parallel to the body, still perpendicular to the spine. Draw a yellow gold line all around the square. Feel little sparkling gold lights. Now install a golden circle within the square. So you have a golden square, and now you have a golden circle. That golden circle represents the luminosity of the new moon. Not as the new moon would shine, because it doesn't shine for us through our senses, but the moon in its fullness, in its dormancy, in its potency. So the new moon in its potency, that is just about to come into the light on its next day. That potency, that inertia of the moon, that magnetic dark quality of the moon is what we want to capture as our earth element, as our essence. So in that circle, luminous circle. Now inside the circle, we're going to install a red triangle with its apex facing downwards. So you now have the full psychic diagram, the archetypal yantra or sacred geometry of the root chakra. The 4 red petals, the square which has golden lines, the luminous circle within it, and the red triangle with its apex pointing downwards. It is pointing towards our feet. Or if you're sitting, it's pointing downwards to the earth. And then a luminous dot, a golden dot in the center of the triangle, which is also the center of the square, which is also the center of the circle. Visualize this whole geometry and pulsating light, the 4 red petals. Now I'm going to chant the Bīja mantras, seed sounds of these 4 petals, and you're going to chant them after me. And we don't want to work too hard at this. It's not a mental thing, it's just a sound thing. So the sound power of a mantra has its own quality, its own richness, and the tone, the volume, the very sound of the consonants, the alphabet involved, the vowel and consonant sounds, the articulation with the mouth, the tongue position. Then a mantra also has its pranic power, life force power, how we use the breath. Again, how the breath guides the exhalation and carrying the sound of the mantra on, riding on the breath, the intensity. All of that influences the power of the mantra. And third, there is the mental aspect. You want to know a little bit about what these mantras are about. And in this case, these 4 Bīja mantras are the petal emanations of the root chakra, the 4 crimson red petals representing the vitality of our being, the blood, the muscles, the flesh, the organs, the bones, all of that, the physicality of our being, the earth element of our being, what we call in yoga annamaya kosha, the sheath of consciousness, which is solidity, which is formed from food. That is the annamaya kosha, the earth essence of our being, the solidity, the densest aspect of our consciousness. That is what we are centering and grounding and offering to Mother Earth, so that we may stay linked to the Earth's magnetic fields consciously while we are in Shavasana, while we're doing the Yoga Nidra. And now let's chant the 4 Bīja mantras. Just repeat after me. And try to hold the visualization. The 4 crimson red petals at the edges of the golden square within which lies a golden circle, a red triangle pointing downwards. Vam shaṁ shaṁ sam vam shaṁ shaṁ sam vam shaṁ shaṁ sam. So vam shaṁ shaṁ sam. Vam represents the water element, so it's the bringing in the fluidity into our dense consciousness, the earth element. Because at this point in the root chakra, our kundalini is dormant. She has not risen yet. All the levels of awareness, the sleeping, waking, dreaming, the transcendental, all these states of awareness are dormant. And the purpose of clarifying, purifying the Muladhara chakra or the root chakra, Mula Adhara, Mula, root, Adhara, support, that which upholds. So the kundalini being upheld, supported, and these tones and sounds start to stimulate the purification of our awareness in our densest form within the physical body. And the purpose of chanting mantra is to honor the sacred potency of the subtle energetics through sound, through breath, and through the meaning. So also review an intention for your practice today. An intention with clarity, with as few words as possible. Some examples are, love is my true nature. I release my anger towards Tom. I practice effortlessly every day. Or I invoke planetary healing at this time. So these are examples. Very few words, in present moment awareness, and with a visualization. Strong image with the power of color and visualization. So now it's time to lie down and take your spot on your back. Just stretch out your whole body. Thrust out your arms and legs so the lymphatic systems in the groin areas and in the armpit areas are all awakened. Shake out your hands, clench and open your fists, shake out your hands. Take your awareness now to your feet. And as we inhale and exhale, we shall squeeze and release the muscles of the feet in all directions. Squeeze those toes and expand them. Move the feet in both directions. Now both legs at once. Inhale, tighten both legs. Hold, hold, hold. Release. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Take your awareness to the belly. Inhale. Tighten the belly. Hold, hold, hold. Release. And again, the belly. Inhale, exhale. The chest. Inhale, tighten the chest muscles, arch the back, hold, hold, hold. Release. And again, inhale, tighten the chest, release. The throat and neck muscles. Inhale, tighten the throat and neck, squeeze those shoulders up, hold, hold, release. And again, inhale, exhale. Awareness to both hands. Shake out the hands. Clench your fists. And splay out the fingers. Do it a few times, releasing all tension in the tiny muscles of the hands. Rotate the wrists in both directions. And now both arms at once. Inhale, tighten both arms all the way to the shoulders. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release. And again. Arms. Inhale, exhale. Take your awareness to the face. Inhale, scrunch all the muscles of the face, tighten. Release. And again. The whole face. Forehead, eyes, lips, jaws, tighten. Release. Pull out your tongue, stretch it, and move it in both directions. And gently let it rest in the roof of the mouth. Now the whole body 3 times from head to toe. Squeezing and releasing. Inhale, tighten the whole body. Hold, hold, hold. Release. And again, inhale, exhale. Last time, as you tighten the whole body, also raise your neck, hold, hold, release. Feel that heaviness of the body sinking in. Gently move your body, shift from side to side, and find a comfortable position. Checking your posture, checking for any tension. Squeezing, releasing your shoulders. Gently rolling your head side to side, releasing tension in the neck. And take your awareness all through the body, releasing any points of tension and tightness. Doing your own squeeze and release. Throughout the body. Check the back of the head, the shoulders, upper back, mid back, lower back. Take your awareness down both legs, both arms, on the face, to the feet, to the hands, the whole body. Scan the edges of your body, all the contact points of the body and the floor, and the top of your body, the air currents, the sensation of the clothes. Just checking for any tightness, tension, moving your awareness swiftly along the outlines of your body, along the edges of the body, sensing your whole body occupying space, feeling the heaviness, feeling the sensation of the body occupying space, the legs, the arms, the head, the face, the torso, the top of the body, the back side of the body. Getting very comfortable with occupying your body with your awareness. That sense of presence, coming back to that presence, occupying your whole body. with presence. I am here, I am here, I am here, I am here. I am nowhere but here, I am nowhere but here, here, here. I am here. Feel that sense of presence through your breath, through the heaviness of your body. Feel it to the sensation of your clothes, the sensation of air currents around you, the sensations of whatever surface you're lying down on, and the sensation of the earth, that stability, that equipoise, that amazing magnetic pull where the earth is inviting you to deeply connect, to be supported, to feel that support, to honor and validate that support. The support that the earth offers us every moment of our lives is the support we want to cultivate with our own sense of presence and our witness consciousness, Sakshi Bhava in Yoga Nidra. Sakshi Bhava, the mode of the witness, the inner seer, feeling that heaviness, that pulsation of the vitality through our root chakra, through those 4 crimson red petals, through the 4 sounds, Vam, Shaṁ, Shaṁ, Sam, resonating within our beings, through the golden square, the golden circle, the red triangle, and the pulsating luminosity of the Sushumna, the innermost channel through the spine, like a golden beam of light passing from our crown chakra along the spine, through the center of the root chakra, to the center of the triangle, center of the circle, center of the square. We are connecting to our sense of presence as stability, as poise, as the form and structure that upholds our consciousness, that supports our consciousness. That sense of potency. That's it. To surrender to that potency of being, that potency of the earth essence within our being. And to go into deeper relaxation through our motor and sensory nerves, we're going to rotate our consciousness to different body parts. All you have to do is visualize the body part in soft white light and mentally repeat the body part after me. We will begin with the right side of the body and then go to the left side of the body. Right now, take your awareness to the right hand thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the right hand in soft white light, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, the whole right arm all at once in soft white light, right shoulder, armpit, right waist, right hip, hip joint, right thigh, knee, calf muscles, right ankle, right foot, bottom of the foot, top of the foot. Right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Right foot in soft white light. The right leg in soft white light. The right leg and the right arm together, visualize. And now we take our awareness to the left side of the body, starting with the left hand. Left hand thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist. The left hand in soft white light. Lower arm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder. The whole left arm all at once. Left shoulder, armpit, left waist, left hip, hip joint, left thigh, knee, calf muscles, ankle, bottom of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. The left foot in soft white light. The whole left leg all at once. The left leg and left arm together. Now visualize both arms and both legs together. We take our awareness to the back side of the body. We start with the right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, the right side of the back touching the floor, the left side of the back, the middle of the back. The whole back is a river of soft white light, luminous. The whole back. Taking your awareness to the tip of the spine. Visualizing again the root chakra, about 1 or 2 inches below the tip of the spine. The 4 crimson red petals on the 4 corners of a luminous yellow square, and within that the luminous golden circle, and within that a red triangle facing downwards, pulsating red triangle, and the crimson petals are pulsating as well. This is the vitality center of our being, the very source and support. The blood, the flesh, the muscles, the organ, the bones, the body. Sending our awareness downwards, flowing from the root chakra into the legs, and from the root chakra upwards through the belly, flowing up to the shoulders and down both arms to the tips of our fingers, and from the root chakra awareness flowing upwards, vitality streams with our breath upwards to the neck region, and from there to the brainstem, into the whole head, the brain systems, and flowing down again. So like washing the inside of our body contour with the vital force of the root chakra. Moving that awareness, streams of sparkling white light flowing up from the brilliant red of the 4 red petals, the red triangle, flowing up the whole body, flowing down again, all the way to the tippy toes. A vital wash of pranic energy, of subtle energy. Using the breath. Now taking the breath, taking the awareness from the back side of the body to the back of the head, sides of the head, top of the head, the hair and scalp. Now the whole face. Bring your awareness to your own face, as if you're looking at your face and sending out beams of soft white light towards the face, lighting up the parts of the face that you're going to repeat after me as you visualize in soft white light. Forehead, middle of the forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, right eyelids, left eyelids, right cheek, right ear, left ear. Bring your awareness to the mouth, upper lip, lower lip, the inside of the mouth, the tongue, the whole mouth. Awareness to the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, the whole nose. Now the whole face. Visualize all at once. Beams of soft white light lighting up the whole face. Now from head to toe, send your awareness with soft white light to the whole body. The whole body. From the shoulders down to the fingers. And from the top of the head all the way down through the whole body to the tips of the toes. And now an upward flow of awareness from your feet all the way up through the top of the head. The whole body. This is a wonderful moving visualization to do a few times throughout the day, especially when you've been working with cell phones and computers. Now taking your awareness to from the breath all the way to the forehead and into the mental space in front of the closed eyes, where we shall repeat our intention, our sankalpa, intention to manifest 3 times, along with a visualization or image. 3 times. And while the power of your intention continues to work in the subtle realms, bring your awareness back into the body. Occupy the whole body. Occupy the whole body with your sense of presence, the witness consciousness, filling your whole being. Your whole being. Now to go into deeper relaxation at the root chakra, take your awareness to the tip of the spine, also to the navel region. Feel the sensation of the navel rising and falling as you inhale and exhale. And then we shall include the awareness of 3 elements here. The earth element below the tip of the spine, the water element in our pelvic region, and the fire element in the navel chakra. All these 3 elements are included as we We'll now count backwards from 27 at the navel region, sending our awareness into the hard densities of our own being, through our skeletal systems, into the structure of the body, and then the fluidity into all fluids of the body, the flowing blood, all of our cellular fluids, our excretory fluids, our lymphatic fluids. We have many, many types of fluid in our body, embracing the whole fluidity of our body and the structure of the organs, the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the joints, the bones, the solidity, the fluidity, and the inner fire, the fire element of combustion, of breath, the fire element, the digestive fire of the acids and enzymes with heat, that which transforms food into consciousness and energy, that fire. So the many, many other fires of oxidation that happen throughout the body, the cellular fire, that which the organelles, the mitochondria, that transform the nutrients into glucose and energy. Every type of inner fire is embraced as we invoke the sensations of breath, as our witness consciousness monitors these sensations. Navel is rising and falling as we inhale and exhale. And as we begin the counting, I will count aloud from 27 to 20, and you will then count on your own at your own pace. If you lose track of counting, just come back to 27. We begin now. Your awareness at the navel region. 27, inhale, navel rising, exhale. 26, inhale, exhale. 25, inhale, exhale. 24, inhale at the navel, exhale. 23, inhale, exhale. 22, inhale, exhale. 21, inhale, exhale. 20, inhale, exhale. Continue on your own. Awareness at the navel. Counting at the navel. Sinking your awareness into the navel region, to the lower belly. Take your awareness to the tip of the spine and to the root chakra, the four crimson red petals, the golden outline of the square, the glowing golden circle, the potency of the new moon, the potency of inertia and stability and form and structure and solidity of our presence. The downward facing red triangle pulsating with vitality. And as you maintain your awareness in this sacred geometry of the root chakra, just receive the seed sounds. Let the power of these sounds nourish your root chakra and the vital presence of your being. Vam shaṁ shaṁ sam 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 shaṁ shaṁ sam. Central solidifying of our form, our structure, our stability, our poise, our potency. Honoring the dormancy of awareness, when awareness is simply quiet and still. How energy is conserved. How consciousness finds its place to come to rest in our own being, just like a coiled snake, just like the kundalini resting in its 3 coils, knowing when to rest, to deepen that potency, to feed the essence of our being with the vitality of the earth element, the vitality of our food, the vitality of our bones and organs and muscles and flesh and blood, being nourished at the root, at the source. Now slowly moving our awareness from the tip of the spine, moving upwards through the whole spine. Luminous, soft white light through the whole spine. Moving upwards through the belly, behind the navel, through the solar plexus, through the rib cage, through the upper chest, through the base of the throat, through the brainstem, and into the mental space in front of the closed eyes. Let us install a mental screen about 6 to 8 inches in front of the closed eyes and become the witness presence watching the screen of the mind as we take a seat in the middle of the forehead, to watch, to be the witness, to be the observer with no agenda, to remind ourselves as we watch this mental screen, I am the witness, I am the observer. And if we notice ourselves engaging too much or getting distracted, when we do notice that, then to simply remind ourselves, I am the observer, I am the witness, and come back to your position at the middle of the forehead, the third eye, to watching this mental screen like a white tablet, to watch all that comes and goes. To generate some images that strengthen our stability, our poise, our structure, our support. The Rocky Mountains, visualize the Rocky Mountains, the sunset behind the mountains, the vast sky, but the solidity of the mountains. Feel yourself, your presence on top of a mountain peak, slowly descending to the base of the mountain. Circle around any one of the mountain peaks. Circle around and occupy the base of the mountain. Visualize yourself sitting in a cross-legged position, right in the axis of the mountain, at the very core of it. Feel the sensation of the pull of the earth beneath you. And from beneath the core of, deep into the earth, to feel the power of the molten metal, the lava, the molten core of the earth, the heat rising up, and then the solidity of the bedrock below you, around you. You are the mountain, you are in the mountain, you are off the mountain. In Tantric Yoga, Shiva is the mountain. So the inner presence, the divine presence, is also the mountain, Parvata. Shiva as Parvata. The witness consciousness as the mountain of our being. And the base of that mountain is around the root chakra. The peak of the mountain is above our crown chakra, and we occupy that mountain, that structure, that stability, that ascension of consciousness through the mountain. Keep gazing at this range of mountains on that mental screen. The sunset colors behind, the glows of oranges and reds and pinks. The solidity of the presence of the mountain. And notice any thoughts, sensations, feelings that may arise as you're gazing at this mountain, the mountain of your being. What kind of thoughts present themselves, or sensations, or feelings? Watch them move around in your mind a bit. Watch them gather some energy, some force. And then the thoughts are over. They have ended. You only notice that there are no thoughts when the thought has come to its completion, moves off the edge of your mental screen, and you're back being the mountain. The mountain presence of our being. Watching all that comes and goes. I am the mountain. I am this presence of solidity, of structure, of form, of poise, of potency, of equanimity. I am able to conserve my energy, my potential. Just like the dormancy of the kundalini coiled like a pot. Tightly coiled. Or like the base of the mountain, holding the structure of the mountain peak ascending. The axis of the mountain peak is our Sushumna Nadi, the central channel through our spine. The peak is above our crown chakra. Gently bring your awareness from the mental screen to the middle of the forehead, and from there into your whole head, where there is a warm, welcoming, cushioned cave, the cave of your being, the cave of the brain hemispheres. And within that, the pulsating golden light of the self, beckoning you to identify with it. Your witness consciousness uplifted to become that inner divine presence, the presence of your being, linking to that pulsating golden light inside the cushioned cave of the mind. Let us state our intention again 3 times with reverence, with gratitude, along with the image, bathing the power of your intention with pulsating golden light, that golden light of the self. Now expand that to becoming a shimmering golden cocoon all around your being, the golden womb of the self, the Hiranyagarbha, the shining golden womb of the self. And let that golden energy of this practice permeate your breath. As you feel the sensations of breath, the chest rising and falling, the navel rising and falling, the air currents moving within the throat, and gently make small movements of the hands and feet. Shake out the hands. Thrust out your arms and legs, releasing any stiffness. And fold your legs at the knees. Bring the knees up to the chest. And while you're in that position, bring your arms way behind your head, clasping the hands, pulling on the whole body. And now bring your arms to your legs wherever you can, holding them. And gently rock your body from side to side, releasing all energetic residues of this practice into the field of Mother Earth. She who is our potency, our source, our support, she will take all. She will receive all. Now gently roll over to the right side and rest for a moment. And slowly sit up, facing the screen. Stretch your body as you come into a sitting position. And gently move your head from side to side. Shrug your shoulders. Make gentle spinal twists to release any stiffness in the back. And bring your hands into the Jnana Mudra, or the wisdom position, where 3 fingers are outstretched and forefinger and thumb are in a circle. This is called the Jnana Mudra. Let your hands rest on your thighs. And as your breathing resumes to be normal, ask that the interior awareness and exterior awareness be united. To claim our equanimity, our poise, our balance. To claim the core strength of our being, the inner presence. We now chant the closing prayer of Yoga Nidra from the Upanishads, where the sages call out to the divine to guide us from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, and from death to immortality into peace. Chant with me if you know it and receive it deep in your root chakra. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now bring your palms together at the heart chakra. Harihi Om. Now raise them to the third eye. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste, and thank you all for joining.